Welcome to the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour.
The following program is brought to you with generous support from Marshall County Tourism. Marshall County, we welcome you with a smile. And Marshall County Community Foundation, helping great ideas take flight. And with additional support from the City of Plymouth, Indiana, John Larimore and Janet McCabe, and Ely Marshall and Paul DeBenedictis.
In every life, some rain must fall, and you'll get wet as your sorrow calls. But the sun will rise on a brand new morn. You'll be warm and dry and freshly born.
It's the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour. I'm your announcer, Derek Jensen, and tonight's show features an eclectic bluegrass band that has made a name for themselves around the country. With 5 albums to their name, a performance on NPR's Mountain Stage, and accolades for their quirky and offbeat performances, the group is headed up by a Brechtian-inspired songwriter on guitar, a classically trained fiddle player from Kansas City, an Idaho jazz bassist, and a fine, lightning-fast mandolin player. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Andrew Morris, Julie Bates, Brandon Day, and Brian McCarty to our stage as the one and only band, the Matchsellers. Also on our stage tonight is a recent transplant from Sonoma County, California, a graphic artist and songwriter, Christopher Lods. And now, recorded live from Wild Rose Moon Performing Arts Center, here is the radical rascal of all things lunar or lunatic, your radio hour host, George Schricker!
The river goes round, around the bend. River goes round, round, round till the very end. And when it stops, it starts again. It won't be long till the river goes round. It won't be long till the river goes round and round and round, my friend. Well, thank you so much for that kind of a lunatical introduction. It was very nice.
Welcome.
Well, you know, Derek, I consider myself quite fortunate to have met you and to know such an enthusiastic and creative individual as yourself.
Well, thank you.
Well, you're welcome, and you have such a broad array of interest. We've learned of your penchant to collect sandwiches.
Yep.
That's right. And you have a big assortment of dryer lint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bales of it.
Yeah. You've invented your own version of the game cornhole.
Mm-hmm. With the sharpened jarts.
Right. That's, yes. And so what I'm trying to understand, though, is I'm trying to get to, the development of your psyche here. Was it something in your childhood that caused you to, participate in this fascinating habit of collecting and inventing and constructing outside of everyday life, paradigms? Most of us don't do.
I think it's primarily derived from my having lived these previous lifetimes.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a normal childhood, I would say, but those previous historical parts of me, like all the way back to medieval times, those people were...
Back then.
They were twisted, yeah, literally on the rack. and on the stocks.
Yeah.
On the screw.
Yeah.
Those sort of everyday sufferings during those early versions of me, I think, bless all my poor souls, that kind of stuff can really hold you back, I think. And it's no wonder that I failed my driver's license test the first time.
Yeah, I would imagine all those past lives interfering.
Yeah, I hold them blameless, though.
Oh, good. Those times were rough.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds awful.
If you consider all this, you can see how there's a direct line between all those past versions of myself and my interest in shirts.
Shirts?
Mm-hmm.
I don't quite see the connection to shirts.
Well, you understand that shirts are essential human wear, right? And that they really help to define us.
Yes.
I mean, shirts go way back. Way back.
Way back. People have been wearing shirts for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm saying our shirts they're like different skins that we can put on ourselves to re-experience these past lives. That's how I experience it. Not every person, of course, is consciously aware that this is happening to them.
Yeah, maybe not many at all.
No. So if you can get it teed up in your brain, as it were, you can go back.
So you're saying that a shirt is kind of a vehicle for transporting oneself back in time?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a phantom, like that phantom toll booth,
Right, right. You can get yourself in this mental state, this flow state, and depending on the fabric of the shirt.
The fabric.
Yeah. You can go back to those times. Like rayon, for example.
Rayon, yeah.
Rayon can take you way back. It's a miracle fabric.
Yeah.
Even the name Ray is a powerful thing, really. If you've ever known a Raymond, those guys are like, they live in the Neolithic practically.
Yeah. And what about nylon?
Nylon, very similar. Yeah, it doesn't take you quite as far back, but yeah, it's very powerful.
And cotton?
Cotton, that one has a troubled past. It can trip you up.
Silk?
Baby, I got spun out on silk.
Yeah.
As it were.
Well, now what if you put on a cowrie shell shirt? Kind of do a tribal thing and made of cowrie shells.
Like the little sea snail. Yeah, sure. Right. Cowrie shells. That would take you out to the water, I think.
Out to the water. Maybe way under the water. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all this from putting on a shirt. You kind of got me wondering what time period I'm in today.
I think you're on an island all by yourself, George. Yeah. A bit Bahamian. Is that wool?
No. Actually, I'm not sure, but once again, you've made me realize just how important everyday things are. I mean, we just shouldn't take these for granted. It's no wonder, though, with this shirt problem that humans are so unpredictable. They're always changing shirts. That's right. So it makes them unpredictable. I feel as if I've unbuttoned a whole new part of my life. That said, perhaps we should transition from the profundity of this conversation so we can listen to the words of our mentor.
Yes, correct, Maestro. We have words of wisdom from our resident sage and soothsayer, Rosie. Rosie is sitting next to me with her Rastafarian dreadlocks, myrtle green leathern-leafed hands, gypsy dress, and her pithy disposition. Always eager to share her thoughts with us, she comes complete with notes of wisdom distilled from a world of scintillating sources. Take it away, John.
We have a note from Rosie. This note was wrote by Rosie. It's the wonder of a note, fresh off a ferry boat. If we voted on a quote, this note we'd vote the GOAT. We have a note from Rosie.
Rosie has been busy, very busy, studying German literature this week. These two quotes are some of Rosie's favorite from German theater practitioner, playwright, and poet Bertolt Brecht. These are most appropriate for our musical guest today. Don't expect the theater to satisfy the habits of its audience, but to change them. And if you don't have fun, you don't have a show.
That was just beautiful, Rosie. And Bertolt Brecht. Brandon Day, you're over there with that big fiddle.
Yes, I am.
How do you carry that thing around? I mean, you know, that's difficult. You got to get some kind of, wagon or something to.
Well, it has necessitated specific vehicles in my life. I don't get the luxury of a superfine compact car or anything like that, or even in the open bed of a truck. So I do drive a station wagon. So I guess you're really on the nose on that one.
Yeah, right. Boy, it's amazing how I did that.
Sharp.
Yeah. But you know, well, what about a plane?
You know, I love this space dearly, but if I have to fly somewhere, I'm probably going to take another one out on the town, maybe rent one or borrow one from a friend.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my preferred way. Just
have you heard about the kind that actually fold up? And have you seen those?
Yeah, I have.
April
I've
Virch's bass player and husband has one of those.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember his name. Anybody help me? Okay. Maybe by the end.
All I know is it's not me.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, you never considered getting a fold-up.
You know, I thought about it, but if I wanted to play an instrument that folded up, I'd just play the accordion.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, why don't you guys do something for us? Like, you know, make yourself really useful.
Sure. We'll do one about some outer space bluegrass here stuff. This is one called Bluegrass Tro Knots. Hoosiers, we have a problem.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Earl Scruggs in a spaceship on his way to Mars, picking away on the banjo at 100,000 miles an hour. Bill Monroe in a rocket, see the look on his face. It's mighty dark to travel when you're in outer space. Bluegrass astronauts, so far up high, I'm stuck in Kansas City, staring at the sky. Won't you come down? Won't you come back? Won't you come and take me with you to your extraterrestrial cabin shack? Giant black hole. Don't forget Jimmy Martin, Lord, he's doing his thing. You can love him, you can leave him when you're the king. Bluegrass astronauts, so far up high, I'm stuck in Kansas City, staring at the sky. Won't you come down? come back? Won't you come and take me with you to your extraterrestrial, to your extraterrestrial, to your extraterrestrial cabin shack?
We're due one more song.
All right. Since we are here in beautiful downtown Plymouth, Indiana, we're going to do a song that Julie wrote about going downtown. Yeah. It's one called Downtown.
My baby and I are gonna paint the town. I'm going downtown in a hurry, gonna see my baby in the city tonight. I'm going downtown round 7:30, gonna swing my baby round the city tonight. Strikes 9 and the people are swaying to the rhythm and rhyme. Got a glass in my hand and my man at my side. I'm a good time Charlie on a downtown ride. I'm going downtown in a hurry, gonna see my baby in the city tonight. I'm going downtown round 7:30, gonna swing my baby round the city tonight. Swing my baby round the city tonight.
Well, we're going to have more from the Matchsellers in just a little bit, and next we'll feature a fine artist and songwriter resettled here from Sonoma County, California, where it doesn't get very hot. It's the ocean. And that's the one and only Christopher Lods. He'll be with us. And Derek, John.
You're watching the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour show on WNIT Public Television, Channel 34.1.
Well, welcome back to the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour. We're here with our special guest, a gentleman I first met at our open mic. And what was that song? We have it on the air,
A Warm Summer Air.
A Warm Summer Air. Beautiful job he did. That's up on Wild Rose Moon Media YouTube. And you can see that. And why don't you do your song for us?
Okay, thank you so much.
Well, and I think there's a point in which you all get to help with this. So watch Derek. He's the master of his fingers.
Thank you, guys. It's good to be here. This is called The Microscopic Circus. Well, the microscopic circus has come to town, and millions of people coming from miles around. Bring your telescopes, your microscopes too, your magnifying glasses all covered in molasses. Your magnifying glasses all covered in molasses. They're gonna pitch a tent up on this hill. They come to teach our children free will. So get on up here and dance a sit a spell up on this hill. Halfway between heaven and hell, yeah. Well, the stories are old, but the message is new. So get on up here, children, we got some work to do. Any day now we're gonna sacrifice a cow and spread hamburgers throughout all the towns. Have you had your McDonald's today? No. Burger King? Never eaten there. Hardee's? Mm-mm. Jack in the Box? Five Guy? Just remember that the world is round, and if you love a little bit, you can always hang around. That's right, hang around. You can hang around. Microscopic circus is going away, but don't you worry, it'll be back again someday. Nietzsche, Heidegger, Carl Jung, and Bach. Next year's MC is gonna be Dr. Spock, the baby doc. Leads his peace march down the block. All around him, everywhere you look, are us kids. He messed up with this book. Hey! Microscopic circus is coming to town, and millions of people coming from miles around. Bring your telescopes, your microscopes too, your magnifying glasses all covered in molasses. Your magnifying glasses all covered in molasses.
Christopher Lods, thank you so much.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from our hometown to yours, the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour presents our very own audience participation quiz show, Shoot the Moon.
It don't matter to me how smart you are, maybe you're a big buffoon. You don't need to be quick on the draw, all you gotta do is shoot the moon. Shoot the moon, shoot the moon.
And now, here's the host of Shoot the Moon, the original colonist of little-used words, and an often chuffy, twistical, and gut-foundered lad of ribald jollification, George Schricker.
Thank you so much, Derek. I was wondering if you would mind reading the rules of this woefully contrived quiz show.
Certainly. Prior to the show, audience members indicated their willingness to participate in Shoot the Moon by supplying an answer to this inane survey question. Are you now, or have you ever been, a student of behavioral psychology?
No.
All right,
No,
fair
definitely
enough.
no.
And with that question answered with any number of attendant variables distinguishing the method a person might freely choose, or so they may deceptively think, they are needlessly subjected to this further interrogation. Are you ready, willing, and able to access your predetermined being in an often silly and self-deprecating manner in the futile attempt to answer a series of capricious and often ill-conceived questions?
Most definitely.
Oh, yeah, looking forward to it. For sure.
And now, from a collection of audience members who have successfully learned to massage frogs to transport their mutual brains into an alpha state, exactly 2 contestants are chosen to play Shoot the Moon. So, now, let's play Shoot the Moon!
Sandy Garrison.
George.
I see you every once in a while
You
because
do. I
you're
see you walking
right
by my
behind-
window.
And if I had X-ray vision like Andrew Morris, I could look right through that brick wall.
Exactly. I hear you during the day.
Okay, well.
It's true.
Okay, I'll wear softer shoes. Okay, so I had not realized that you were from Orange, Texas.
That is true. That is where I was born. I was a Texas-born girl.
Okay, and Orange is a big town?
Orange is not a very big town, I don't think. I was just a baby, so I'm not really sure. It's on the Gulf Coast. It's near Corpus Christi.
Okay, yeah. And I didn't know you then.
No,
interesting. And you're the director of the Marshall County Museum.
I am.
You do yoga. You do yoga.
I love yoga, yes.
Yes, and you do reading.
I do reading, yes.
Do you combine those? Because they
not
they
very
combine
often.
things here. They do the readings. They do this,
I was very excited about the reading and the books.
Yeah.
Very excellent.
Okay, well,
nice job.
And you used to live in France. I didn't know that.
Yes,
And
this is
where
true
did
also.
you live in France?
I lived in a little tiny town in the south of France named Oloron.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And did you have excellent food then?
I had excellent food then, yes.
Yeah. Snails.
Snails,
That's
yes.
right.
Lots of garlic.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to talk to Robert, although I could just talk with you all evening.
That would be fine with me.
Robert Lissenberger, let's give it up for the mayor of Plymouth.
Thank you. I don't know what I am doing here.
And
George.
Good. I'm glad.
Okay.
So remember, we put everybody a little on edge. That's our job.
You do.
Okay. So you once served how many 100,000 meals?
100,000 meals in about 25 days to our armed services in training in Salina, Kansas. That's all I could think of to put on that form, George.
And I've known you for a long time. I've known your family. I used to carry a signboard for your father, right?
Bob's Cafeteria.
Yeah, Bob's Cafeteria, and it used to be right around the corner, right? Yeah. And that signboard was very heavy, very heavy.
Oh, no, not really.
Well, I was kind of a wimp, but we're going to start with Sandy.
Okay. Good.
Okay. And Sandy, you made shoes. Wait, did you need to read the categories?
Ja.
I don't want to do
Ich
that.
werde Wasser über diese Lütte gießen. Is that close? Gießen?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ich werde Wasser über diese Leute gießen?
You're gonna dump water on these people?
Is that?
Anyway, just choose one of these.
Is it number one, concerted efforts? 2, Kansas City Conundrum. 3, Hoosier Bandits. 4, Once in a While. And we have an extra one just in case we need it, Bluegrass Roots.
Hoosier Bandits.
Hoosier Bandits. Okay, this is right up Andrew's alley. Okay, the first Matchsellers album is called, oh, and by the way, the band can help her answer these questions. So if you know the answer, you can give, but you can't say it directly. You have to use some sort of technique, which I don't think, maybe stomp your, yeah, that's it. You got it. Didn't take long. The first Matchsellers album is called Kosciuszko County, in large part because Andrew Morris was born and raised in Warsaw, Indiana, the county seat. Yes. Warsaw made national headlines in 1934 when notorious bandit John Dillinger committed a robbery there. In the wee hours of the morning of April 13th, 1934, Dillinger and Homer Van Meter accosted a man outside a building with machine guns and demanded he take them inside the building to rob it. What was the Dillinger gang after? Was it A, rings, necklaces, and cash from Fitch's jewelry store? B, bulletproof vests and guns from the Warsaw police station? C, cash reserves of the Indiana State Bank and Trust, which had gone bankrupt a year earlier?
I don't know. Trying to make a letter here. What do you think? I don't know. It looks like funny dancing. I'm not sure.
What letter is that?
He's trying to make a letter, or what are you trying to do there?
Is that a B? Letter B?
B is correct.
Woo!
Excellent.
Thank you.
Well, Rosie, would you mind holding that? Okay, thank you. All right. Well, Robert, now is your chance to catch up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm helping her on that last
What?
one. I was helping her. Okay. You still got to help me. So, okay.
We can give you a 1/10 of a point.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Kansas City Conundrum.
Oh, that's a great one. A great one. Julie Bates knows the answer. So get ready with the wiggle thing, okay? All right. Julie Bates of the Matchsellers hails from Kansas City, Missouri. The Kansas City metropolitan area is home to more than 2 million people and is famous for being the birthplace of a vibrant jazz and blues scene. It also famously straddles the state line between Missouri and Kansas. Is that right?
Last time I drove over it, yes.
So there is both a Kansas City, Missouri, and a Kansas City, Kansas. In the 1952 hit song, Kansas City, written by Lieber and Stoller for Wilbert Harrison, the singer indicates he intends to stand on the corner of 12th Street and Vine, where he might meet some crazy little women. Which city is 12th Street and Vine in, and what was there at the time? A, Kansas City, Missouri, because there were music clubs there that permitted integrated audiences. B, Kansas City, Kansas, where a fish market sat because Lieber and Stoller had a huge hankering for catfish. Okay. And C, neither one, because there is no 12th Street and Vine, and Lieber and Stoller don't really exist. A, B, or C? Julie could give you clues. Kansas City, Missouri, because their music clubs permitted integrated audiences.
That was help.
Yeah.
That wasn't a fish, come on.
What?
I said that wasn't a fish, come on.
C.
No,
Neither.
A.
It is A. I thought you meant
A.
Saxophone.
She was Kansas City, Missouri, because their music clubs permitted integrated audience.
I'm really
Okay.
disappointed.
Oh man, Mayor. Okay, hey, Derek.
Yes.
What's the score?
You know, Sandy Garrison has a big 1.
Yeah.
And Robert Listenberger has 0.1.
No. A tenth of a point.
Yeah.
He helped
0.1. 0.1.
Oh, okay.
1/10 of 1
0.1.
Yes.
Oh, that's okay.
On the board.
Okay, good. Good. Okay, Sandy, it's your turn again. You can.
Let's go with bluegrass roots.
Oh, you can't.
Oh.
That's the extra question.
Oh.
That's in case
In case
someone's
we're tied,
behind.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Concerted
even
efforts.
What?
Concerted efforts.
Concerted efforts. Okay. Here we go. Andrew Morris and Julie Bates founded the Matchsellers after meeting in Leipzig, Germany, while teaching English. Leipzig boasts the magnificent Gewandhaus concert hall, noted for its fine acoustics and home to Leipzig's concert orchestra. What does the name Gewandhaus mean in German? A. People's Songhouse, as it was built by the East German government in 1981. B. Orangutan Home, as it was built by the Kaiser in 1884 to house orangutans and other apes for the Leipzig Zoo. Or C. Cloth Merchant Hall, as it was built in 1781 to conduct Leipzig's cloth trade.
What do you think it is? Out of those, I mean, that's just.
I'm going to go with the C.
C is correct.
Yes.
Okay, Robert, don't let us down. Watch those clues. Here we go. Once in a While. One of Andrew's heroes is Bertolt Brecht, among whose famous works is his collaboration with Kurt Weill on the Threepenny Opera. In that work, the character of McKeith is a murderer and thief. And actually, that's interesting and a kind of an interesting corollary because Andrew is a murderer too. And he explains that in his often introduction to Pigeon and Dove, don't you? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I believe you murdered that with a broken bottle, I believe.
Yes, I forgot about that until you put that story up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And now I can't forget. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, George.
It's really an excellent story, and it reminds me of McKeith anyway. So, so McKeith is a murderer thief made famous in the song Mac the Knife. The play has a surreal and sardonic ending. What is that ending? A, and I probably get these names wrong, Suki Tawdry and Lucy Brown conspire to drown McKeith in the Thames River, but a blue fairy turns him into a shark and he swims away. B, in his moment of triumph, McKeith is run down in the street by a hackney cab carrying Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. Or C, McKeith is saved from the gallows by an unlikely pardon from Queen Elizabeth, who also grants him a castle, pension, and the title of Baron.
I'm going to go with the C.
C is correct. Okay. All right. Excellent body work. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, what is our score?
We have Sandy Garrison with 2 big points and Robert Listenberger with 1.1 points.
But luckily, the mayor gets a chance with Bluegrass Roots. Okay. All right. Here we go. And I guess if you get this, you get it for the win because you'll be a tenth of a point ahead of Sandy.
That's the rules.
Unless
That's the
Sandy
rules.
also gets a tenth of a point right now.
She could help
a
me.
little bit.
You could help.
Yeah.
You help, and then you could get, okay, we'll try that. Okay, when Andrew and Julie got serious about bluegrass music, they steeped themselves in the classics, such as Bill Monroe, Flatt and Scruggs, and the Carter Family. The same year the duo met, 2012, the film Pitch Perfect debuted, and included a song by the Carter family in a peculiar style in which the rhythm of banging and tapping cups was used as a percussion device. What was the title of that classic Carter family bluegrass song? What was the title? Here it comes. A, You're Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone. B, Will the Circle Be Unbroken By and By? Or C, Engine 143.
Thank you. She helped me. It's A.
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 That is exactly correct. Okay, so what is our score now?
Amazingly, Sandy Garrison now has 2.1 points.
Yes.
And Robert Listenberger also has 2.1 points.
Okay, I can keep my parking space? Good.
Very good.
All right.
And as a matter of fact, win or lose, everyone gets lucky on Shoot the Moon. Both Robert and Sandy have won a sleek and elegant sticker and Wild Rose Moon coffee cup, which both bear the image of Rosie gazing at the first full moon in June when the wild roses bloom, suitable for applying to your rayon shirt, nylon shirt, or cotton shirt, while you can proudly display your stint on the Bizarre Game Show while re-experiencing this past life again and again. Congratulations, Robert and Sandy. Everybody wins when we play Shoot the Moon.
Well, congratulations to the winner and our fabulous runner-up. And after the break, we will journey further into the esoteric depths of the widely expressionistic and mischievous bluegrass band, the Matchsellers.
You're watching the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour Show on WNIT Public Television, Channel 34.1.
Welcome back. We're here with Andrew Morris, Julie Bates, Brandon Day, and Brian McCarty here. And we're not going to mess around. I'm not going to mess around anymore with this talk stuff. You know, I've got the best there is on stage here right now. So, Andrew, hold court.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we're going to take you to a little place in Kansas City, Missouri, where it's a little restaurant called The Brick, and you can go in there and get yourself a pile of tater tot nachos. And that's what this song's about here. I got a pile of dirty clothes, my wash machine's been broke since last month. There's crumbs on the floor and my old sweeper cord is a piece of junk. I got a parking violation from each state in the nation in my glove box. And my door's made of rubber, so it don't matter, brother, how many times you knock. There's a dish at the Brick in the crossroads. It's a pile of tater tots with some nacho cheese, chili beans, sour cream, and tomatoes. They call it the hot mess, just like me. Yeah, just like me. Tired of hanging around naked, frying up bacon, getting burnt by the grease. Ow. Tired of always getting screwed by you-know-who when the coolant leaks. I need to get myself together or else I'll be untethered by my birthday. I think I'll go up to the Brick, chew a toothpick, and order up my namesake. There's a dish at the Brick in the crossroads. It's a pile of tater tots with some nacho cheese, chili beans, sour cream, and tomatoes. They call it the hot mess, just like me. Yeah, just like me. Like Brian on that man. picture of David Crockett hanging on the wall. My sister said we're related, she read it on some pages online last fall. I wear a coonskin cap every time I take a nap, it's my lucky charm. But I think it quit working, cause buddy, I've been hurting since I left my pappy's farm. There's a dish at the Brick in the Crossroads. It's a pile of tater tots with some nacho cheese, chili beans, sour cream, and tomatoes. They call it the hot mess, just like me. Yeah, just like me. I hear they also call George Schricker that too. The hot mess.
The first time I met you, I knew that I had met a producer, and that's that Kurt Weill thing too. That kind of that love of theater, and you came from a theater background.
That's true. Yeah, I was in theater in high school. Yeah.
Yeah, but you did play, and you played some other kind of instrument. I remember you told me that at one time. What was the instrument you played before guitar?
Trumpet. Yeah,
trumpet.
I played trumpet.
Yeah, and that was in high school.
That was in middle school. I started trumpet in middle school. Yeah.
Yeah, and do you still have a trumpet around and play occasionally, like a love song for Julie?
No, I haven't played in years. It would sound like kind of a really twisted love song at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can hear you writing a twisted love song, can't you? Yeah. Anyway, but I think you should just do another song, because I'm just wanting to hear the next one.
All right. Well, we'll do one, since we are here in Indiana, we'll do one that I wrote about a little town called Rowan here. I could blame it on the leaky roof, on a bad excuse, on the rain. I could blame it on the shaky motor, on the old warped rotors, on the frame. Rowan, my dear old friend, Rowan. I'm so sorry this is the way it ends. I could blame it on the change in times,
But the truth is, I let you down. I turned around and walked away. Yeah, the truth is, I let you down. I turned around and walked away. So sorry, this is the way it ends. Rowan, my dear old friend, Rowan. I'm so sorry, this is the way it ends.
It's so phenomenal how you can go from one really crazy, quirky song to one that's so profoundly beautiful as that. And that,
You know, people leave funny movies and get in car wrecks right after. So
My strings will catch fire. So when you think you've lost that light, all pain and heartache fill your soul with strife. Just remember, as you're tumbling down, it won't be